Do you ever feel an intense emotion and then you think that you have to go to your room and wait for it to pass through before you can do anything in your life? I've been working with that pattern in myself for some time now, where basically when there is intense sadness that shows up, I kind of stop all my work. And since I started business, sadness has been a frequent visitor for me because there are ups and downs in business. There are times when my ideas feel rejected, so to speak, and there are times when nothing happens, and there are times that lots of stuff happen. So sadness has been a frequent visitor, and the thing I've been working with is that when I do feel sad, I don't want to show up anymore. Not in my business, and also not to people around me, people closest to me. I want to disconnect, disappear. Whenever I explored this emotion, tried to work with this pattern and what's happening, it always went back to one core memory. I think I was in my first grade. I was done with school and we got like our little report cards. I think I topped in my class, and I don't know if I might be remembering this wrong or it's a memory, but this is the memory that comes up. And I'm like, I wanted my mom to really see me, but she was busy. She was, I think, thinking about the next thing or whatever. Like, what happened was like, that's the moment I think I decided that, like, I suddenly felt sad. And then I didn't think that I could share that. I think that's when I started learning to hide. And of course, there are many moments over the course of life that that pattern gets reinforced. And I don't think it's my mom's fault. I have a great relationship with my mom and I have no anger or anything against her. But who I have become from that moment is a person who thinks that I cannot share my sadness with people. I cannot let people in when I'm having some emotions. And of course, when we do have intense emotions, we do want to regulate ourselves before like trying to dump them on other people. So it's not wrong, so to speak, to go to your room and regulate yourself. But I've become sort of a person who manages everything around not showing my emotions outside. And people have described me to be all sorted and confident, and you know what you're talking about. I mean, that's partially true only because I've learned to not show my emotions outside. And when I do have those emotions, I try to handle them privately. As I'm working with this, here's what I'm coming to, that I think we are all traumatized to a certain extent. I don't mean big T trauma, therapists don't come after me. But more like small t trauma. There was just kind of this craving for a certain emotional attunement or capacity that we didn't know we wanted, and our parents didn't know that they had to give it to a certain way. And it's not our parents' fault, but we do still live in the impact of that. So those patterns, emotional learning, or the absence of emotional attunement show up in our work, in our relationships, in like everywhere. They make us hide our full expression of who we are.